Good afternoon, students. In the last lecture, I have discussed about Webster method of signal design. Okay, today I'm going to do some problems based on this Webster method. Okay, I am summarizing the topic again. That is, in Webster method, we are calculating optimum cycle length, and the equation is optimum cycle length is equal to 1.5 L plus 5 divided by 1 minus y. So L is known as lost time, and y is the critical flow ratio. And the equation for calculating y is equal to q1 by s1. Q1 is the normal flow and s is the saturation flow. And there is equation for calculating green time, that is uh, critical flow ratio in that phase divided by total critical flow ratio into effective green time, that is c minus l is the equation for calculating green time. Okay, and I have explained one problem based on the Webster method, and this problem is explained in your Kennan Gesto textbook, but the phase diagram is not there. Okay, so in the last class I have drawn one phase diagram, but I have modified the phase diagram like this because there was a confusion regarding the pedestrian crossing time. So I have modified the phase diagram like this, and I will explain it again. Because in university exam, some value will check this phase diagram only because it is a final answer. So the value may check the answer noting the phase diagram only. So you should draw the phase diagram neatly and correctly mark the green time, red time, amber time, etc. Okay, you should mark these time here so that you will get full mark in the problem. Okay, in this problem we have obtained that is green time for road A as 29 seconds. Okay, first we are drawing the phase diagram for road A, and optimum cycle length is 67.5. So firstly draw one rectangle and mark this length as 67.5. This is the optimum cycle length, 67.5. Here I didn't mark it. You should mark the total length as 67.5 in the exam. Okay, next, for road A, green time is 29 seconds. So I have marked here as 29 seconds, and I have told that after green and red time we have to provide amber time. Okay, so after this green time we are providing amber time as 2 seconds. Okay, then come red time, but we don't know the length of this red time. Okay, so at the end, from the end we can provide the amber time and pedestrian crossing time. Here in this problem it is specified that you should provide pedestrian all red time for pedestrian, that is 12 seconds. Okay, here it is specified, that is in this signal we have to provide time for pedestrian crossing. So we can provide this pedestrian crossing at the end of all the signal. After the red and green we can provide the pedestrian crossing signal, because if it is provided in the last, we can provide the pedestrian crossing time at the same time for both the roads. So for the road A and B we can provide the pedestrian crossing time at same moment. We can start at same moment if it is providing the last. So the pedestrians can use any of the road. He can use the road A or road B, like that. Okay, so I think it is the most safest method of providing pedestrian crossing time. And in textbook there is no any guideline for providing this pedestrian crossing time, but in so many problems it is given like that. So I am also modified the phase diagram like this. Okay, so from the end I have given 12 seconds as pedestrian crossing time, and and in between the red and pedestrian crossing time there will be amber time, so I provide 2 seconds as the amber. Okay, then we can calculate this length, that is add 29 plus 2 plus this 2 plus 12 and subtract from 67.5, and the answer is 22.5, and this is the red time for road A. Okay, that's the procedure. And for road B, what's the green time? That is 22.5 seconds. 22.5 seconds is the green time. So green time means it will be coming after, parallel to the red time of road A. So at the end we can provide pedestrian crossing. So for road B we can start from the end. Okay, so from end we can provide pedestrian crossing time as 12 seconds, and we can provide 2 seconds as the amper, and here green time as calculate 22.5, and from that we can mark 2 seconds, and remaining portion will be the red time. Okay, so we can calculate by subtracting the sum from 67.5, and that is 29 seconds. Okay, this is the procedure of drawing phase diagram. So you should thorough about this phase diagram, because in exam they should check phase diagram thoroughly. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me personally. You can call me or WhatsApp. Yeah. Next, we can discuss some more problems. This problem I have given you as assignment, so you do the assignment and submit on next week. Next problem. An isolated three-phase traffic signal is designed by Webster method. The critical flow ratios for three phases are 0.20, 0.30 and 0.25 respectively, and the loss time per phase is 4 seconds. Calculate optimum cycle length. Here the phase number of phases 3. Three-phase traffic signal is designed by Webster method. Here we have to calculate optimum cycle length only. This one of the simplest problem. This problem may ask for some 6 marks. Okay, this is not design problem. Okay. So for calculating optimum cycle length, equation is 1.5 y plus 5 divided 1.5 L plus 5 divided by 1 minus y. So we have to calculate loss time L and critical flow ratio y. So first step, we have to calculate loss time. For that, the data given is the loss time per phase is given as 4 seconds. Here total number of phases is 3, therefore total loss time is 4 into 3, that is 12 seconds. Okay, 12 seconds is the loss time. Next step, we have to calculate critical flow ratio. Okay, so here critical flow ratio for the three phases is calculated as y1 is 0.2, y2 is 0.3 and y3 is 0.25. Therefore add these three values, and we will get critical flow ratio as y, and that is 0.75. So by substituting these values in the equation for optimum cycle length, we will get the answer as 92 seconds. That is 1.5 into 12 plus 5 divided by 1 minus 0.75 is equal to 92 seconds. This is the simplest problem. So next, this is a design problem. It may ask for 10 or 15 marks. Okay, I will read the question. A fixed time two-phase signal is to be provided at an intersection having a north-south and east-west road where only straight ahead traffic is permitted. The design hour traffic flows from the various arms, and the saturation flows for these arms are given in the following table. Calculate the maximum optimum cycle time and green times for minimum necessary overall delay. Take minimum intergreen time and time lost per phase as 2 seconds. The value of amber period is 2 seconds. Sketch the diagram for each phase. This is the table explaining the saturation flow and normal flow. Okay, so here we have to design the signal, and also we have to sketch the diagram for each phase. So what is the procedure? First we have to calculate optimum cycle length. For calculating the optimum cycle length, we have to know what is the loss time and what is the critical flow ratio. For calculating this critical flow ratio, this table is provided. And what is the equation for calculating loss time? That is, in the first problem we have calculated loss time like this, because here all red time is given. All red time is given as 12 seconds. So we use this equation, that is 2n plus r, that is 2 into number of phase plus all red time. Okay, like that. But in the second problem, that is in this problem, we have calculated loss time by using this equation. That is, here the value provided is loss time per phase. Loss time per phase is given and number of phases here, so multiplying these two we will get total loss time. Okay, but here what data is given here? The data provided are time loss per phase as 2 seconds, and intergreen time is also provided. So at that situation we are using another equation for calculating this loss time. Okay, that is, intergreen time means it is the time between two green signal. Okay, that is for road A and road B there will be green signal, and the time between green signal in road A and green signal in road B is known as intergreen time. Time between two green signal, that is known as intergreen time, and it is given as 2 seconds. At that case there is one equation, that is total loss time per cycle. The total loss time per phase is equal to loss time due to change of phase plus loss time during the phase. There will be loss time due to change in phase, and also there will be loss time during the phase, during one phase, and also due to change of phase. That is when we are changing from one phase to another. When we are changing from red to green, there will be loss time, and this is first part. And there will be loss time during one phase, during green and or during red there will be loss time, and the sum will be total loss time. That is first part, that is loss time due to change of phase is equal to intergreen period minus amber time. Okay, if intergreen period is given, it is loss time due to change of phase is equal to intergreen period minus amber time. And the second part, that is loss time during the phase, is the starting loss time plus end loss time, and it is given as here the loss time per phase is given as 2 seconds. That is here loss time during the phase is given as 2 seconds, and this we can calculate by subtracting intergreen period minus amber time. Okay, subtracting amber time from intergreen period, we will get loss time due to change of phase. Like that we can calculate loss time, that is loss time is equal to intergreen time minus amber plus what is this, plus the second time, that is loss time during the phase, that is given here as 2 seconds. Okay, loss time per phase is 2 seconds, that is loss time L. Okay, this is for one phase. Here there are two phase, therefore into n, here n is 2. Okay, that is 8 seconds. Here is the answer. Here number of phases 2, that is a fixed time two phase signal. They explained it as two phase signal, so there is no confusion. And also it is specified that north south and east west road where only straight ahead traffic is permitted. Here only straight way traffic is permitted, that is this is the north south road, this way movement, or vehicle can move in this way and towards south. Here also vehicle can move towards east and towards west. There is only straight movement is permitted, that is the vehicle from east cannot divert to north. Okay, cannot divert here. This vehicle can move on the straight path only. So it is two phase. Through this this is one phase and this is another phase. Okay, this is two phase, number of phase is 2. So loss time calculated as intergreen period minus amber plus loss time per phase into number of phase. It is 4 minus 2 plus 2 into number of phases 2, that is loss time here it is 8 seconds. Okay, so if these values, that is amber time, is not given in the question, you have to assume it as 2 seconds. Okay, here this it is given in the question itself, otherwise you have to assume. So we have calculated L. Next is next step is to calculate critical flow ratio Y. Okay, so here there are two phase, therefore critical flow ratio is Y1 plus Y2. Okay, for that one table is provided, that is design our flow, that is normal flow Q is given for north, south, east and west. Also saturation flow towards north, towards south, towards east, towards west is given. But here we need only two values, that is we want Y1 and Y2. That is here critical flow ratio, that is we can calculate Q by S for towards north and Q by S towards south, and take the maximum value in this phase. That is the procedure. Okay, so for calculating Y1, you calculate in the north normal flow is 800 divided by saturation flow 2400, that is 0.33, and towards south the value is 400 and 2000 and ratio is 0.22. As from table it's clear, that is for north this value and for south this value, and you calculate north in the north south direction, calculate both the ratio, and it is 0.33 and 0.22, and its maximum value is taken as Y1. Okay, so its maximum value is 0.33. Like that, for the second phase the value for west and east is given, so you calculate for west and east separately, that is 70 by 3000 as 0.25 and 1000 by 3000 as 0.33, and take the maximum value as Y2. and maximum value is 0.33. So critical flow ratio is the sum of y1 and y2, and that is 0.66. Okay, now we have calculated loss time and critical flow ratio. So next we can calculate optimum cycle length. So 1.5 into loss time 8 plus 5 divided by 1 minus y is 0.66. So the value is 50 seconds. So we have calculate optimum cycle length as 50 seconds. Next we have to calculate green time for road A and road B. So first green time for north south direction, by substituting the values in this equation we will get it as 21 second. You just work out and find the problem, find the answer. It is 21 second. Then for green time equation, for east west direction values are we have obtained y ycl etc. So you substitute the values, and that answer is also 21 seconds, because uh, this is because the y1 and y2 here both are same, 0.33 and 0.33. This is the only varying parameter, y1 and y2. Since both values are same, green time is also same, that is 21 seconds. Okay, next, in order to find out the red time, we have to draw phase diagram. Okay, so for that, first we can draw the phase diagram for north south direction. Okay, so by you draw one rectangle like this, and the length is 50 seconds. You mark 50 seconds as the optimum cycle length, 50 seconds, and the green time is 21. So mark green time as 21, and I told that after green time you have to provide amber. So after green, we have provide an amber time of 2 seconds. Okay, then next is at the end there should be another amber time, that is 2 seconds. Yeah, I have marked this, and the sum, that is 21 plus 2 23 plus 2 25. So 50 minus 25, remaining part will be 25. 25 will be the red time for north south direction, north south road. Okay, next we have to draw phase diagram for east west. For that, the value here is for east west direction also 21 seconds, and here intergreen time is provided as 4 seconds. That's given in the text, in the question, that is intergreen time, that is time between two green signal. That is, here it is the green signal, and from this the next green signal distance is 4 seconds. So from here you leave 4 seconds, and draw 21 as the green time. Okay, so here it come 21. Then after green time you provide 2 seconds as the amber time. Okay, then there will come some portion vacant, that will be 2 by, because here it is we are drawing from here, and here 2 seconds, then again 2, then here 23, and from this we have draw 2 seconds, and there will be 2 seconds remaining, so we can provide it as red time. Okay, and here the remaining length is 21 here, because it is a green time, here 21, here also 21, it is the red time. So here the total red time is this 21, plus here intergreen period is 4 seconds. So from this 4 seconds I have given the 2 seconds as the amber period, so the remaining portion will come under red time. Okay, so red time in north south direction is 25 seconds. Sorry, red time in east west direction is 23, that is 21 plus 2. This is the red time, and this is provided at the end, because it can be used for any purpose, for pedestrian crossing etc, because there is a there is some time left for this east west direction. Okay, so I have marked it as red time, but this continuous red time is coming here, so it is 21 plus 2, that is 23 second is the red time here. So this is the procedure of drawing phase diagram. Okay, so by this problem I am winding up the signal design by Webster method. You try to do some problem, and if you have any doubt, please ask me. Okay, thank you.